Do we sell this or do we keep it and keep renting it? That's the question today. I'm here at one of our properties that we won at foreclosure auction back in 2016 for $92,000. It's a single family home. We've been renting it for all these years. The actual tenant that has been occupying it since 2016 moved out. So now it's vacant. So now we have a decision, based on, obviously prices have gone up since 2016. What is that, resale value, and what's the best use of the equity sitting in there, or do we just keep it, renting it out, and go from there? So I'm gonna walk through the property today, talk about my thoughts. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. If you haven't yet, guys, please hit subscribe. We come out with new videos all the time. If you're interested in learning about foreclosure auctions or real estate in general, we try to talk to you about the mistakes that we've made, and so you don't have to make the same ones over and over. So, all right, so let's get to it. Like I said, this is a single family. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, so 2 full bath. And it was $92,000 and change. I think it was like $92,256, something like that. If I recall correctly, it was vacant, and so we did have to do some work. We came in, it was honestly in pretty darn good shape. Since then, over the years, we just recently put a roof on it. But when we did first acquire it, we did go through, we repainted the property, we put all new windows in. They were old windows, so we did put vinyl replacement windows in, and we did some general maintenance. But honestly, it was in fantastic shape for, when we first acquired it, practically move-in ready. And it's a really nice street. All other single family homes pretty much here. Now it is vacant, and we have a decision to make, and especially with our single families, because there's generally a lot of equity trapped. And so we got to make the decision, what are we going to do? So I'm going to walk through it, kind of put together like the scope of work, what it would be for me to, maybe fix it up to sell and fix it up to rent, which are generally a little different. They're very similar, actually, to be honest, in this case, especially since, most of it is in great shape. And then it's like, okay, so we can get X rent or we can get X resale value. And, so the trapped equity, is it worth getting the rent? And just kind of make those numbers. So I'm just going to start walking through. We're going to have to fix up these stairs a little bit. Handrail. Obviously needs a full power washing. This back deck, whether we rent it out or sell it, it's got to get fixed up. We got nails sticking out here, rot here. So this is going to get all kind of cleaned up. So that chimney, though, does need to get skimmed. And I would scrape and repaint the foundation, once again, whether it's be a rental or not. So we got this little kind of 3-season porch. Clearly the tenant had some issues with, maybe, too much draft. So we'll probably get some new storm doors here. Looks like we might have some rot here that, has to get addressed. We did have a leak at one point, which is why we also replaced the roof. So this door, rental or resale, I'd keep it, just update the hardware. So here we go. All right, so as you can see, back, in 2016, our colors were beige and white. That has got to go. So, obviously we're going to trash it out regardless. Remove all the hardware, repaint everything, and basically go with the silver and white, whether we're renting it or that otherwise. We're going to keep that all. The floors, honestly, are in great shape, these hardwood floors. I would keep these and just sand them down and poly them. Either way we go. This right here, it's not a bedroom, but it is a bedroom. This is a weird room. I don't know what we're going to call it. It's probably just going to be a living room or something. They at one point kind of jogged it out so they could add the bathroom. So this probably was just this was probably one dining room at one point. And you got the bathroom here, little pocket door. So I'd keep the pocket door, repaint, update the hardware, anyway, either way. So here, honestly, so if it's a rental, I'm completely keeping all this. It's in great shape. And again, even as a sale, I'm going to keep this. It's ugly. It's not my color, but it's in great shape. So if it was a rental, I'd probably keep the vanity, but if we're going to sell it, I'd upgrade the vanity. And the other thing we'd of course do is all these light fixtures, these booby lights we like to call them, they got to go. So here's the kitchen. So it's pretty great shape, honestly. She took care of it pretty well. There are some tiles cracked. I'm going to see what we could do because it's going to come up on if we flip it. But if we're going to keep it as rental, I'd probably just kind of get a little grout or something like in there, a little epoxy, and kind of fix it up. But if it's a resale, we might have to redo this floor because there's a few cracks like that. The cabinets are in great shape. Honestly, they are good. They do need to be cleaned up. I'd upgrade the hardware. There's a little, kind of wear here, but I would probably just pop off the countertop, the laminate, which is also in good shape, and put granite. And that I would do whether I'm doing a rental or a flip. This faux brick, any way you go, it's got to go. And if it's going to be a flip, I would tile, like a subway tile underneath here, all around underneath there. But if it's just a rental, I'll probably just do a 4-inch backsplash with that matches basically the granite. So your fridge, is going to go here. That's really the only place you can go. It's kind of a small kitchen like that because they chopped off, to add that bathroom. But still, I think someone's going to rely it. Now, I just noticed, this is so weird. There's an outlet right there. That's a new one. Why is that there? I do not know. That is not something we do, but we would. And it looks like at one point we did upgrade a lot of the outlets and switches. That one I'd probably just blanket and remove it. But otherwise, we don't really need to upgrade those regardless for rentals or flip. They're all been pretty much upgraded. All right, so basement. So this carpet's got to go. I'd probably rip it up and just paint it. Or if it's flip, we'd probably replace it with kind of LVP. I'd remove all this ceiling, just open it all up. The boiler is in good shape. It just needs to be serviced. Leave the laundry here for sale or rental, but make sure everything else is good down here. I don't see anything big that would, either way. I just want it cleaned up. I get rid of this ugly paneling. Regardless, paint it basically white. Just kind of finish repainting white and then gray on the floors. Going upstairs, we've already painted these gray. Honestly, since we're not redoing the floors down here, I'd probably just keep these gray and fix the handrail, paint that, put a nice white. Now up here, we got 3 bedrooms, another full bathroom, and obviously we're painting all the walls gray. There is carpet in here. We don't generally do any carpet in our rentals. So if this is going to stay a rental, I'd put LVP, or if we're lucky, I rip it up, but I'm guessing there's not hardwood. Otherwise, we would have kept that hardwood back in 2016. So I'm guessing it's, just maybe subfloor underneath or some other junk. So here I'd put LVP if it's keeping it as a rental. But if we're going to do it as a flip, I'd go with nice carpet. It's going to be quick, easy. It dampens the sound for the people down below. Here, this tub is in great shape. It's a 3-piece caulkless tub. Really, either way, I'd just keep it. I'd update the hardware, maybe to a black hardware. New vanity, but if we're keeping it as a rental, this vanity is perfect. Upgrade the light fixture, and then just make sure the vent fan's working. Update all the hardware, like I said. Either way, we're going to update the hardware. Up here, it's mostly trash out. I mean, not much really to do. So let's talk numbers. Right now, for something like this in West Springfield, we typically can get, and on a safe side, I'd say about $2,300 to $2,400 a month in gross rent. And like any rental, you're going to have, all your taxes, your insurance. I mean, technically, you could probably put the water bill on them because it is one. So you could try to do that. In Mass, you still have to pay it, and then you can, charge them and get it back. So you can't put it in their name like the electric bill or the gas bill. That $50, $60 bill there. So we could make a decent profit. We owe very little on this, which is great. I think right now our payoff, because we did refinance it a couple times and did pull extra cash out. Right now, what's also really nice is we're actually sitting on a 30-year fixed mortgage at, I think, 5.25. And we're only a few years into it, and we had pulled out an extra $50,000 when we did it, I think 4 years ago now, 4 or 5 years ago. And so realistically, I think we have a payoff because it's part of a package mortgage. We do have a payoff. So we have to pay a little bit more, plus any prepayment penalty points, which I think we're almost out of that. So it was a waterfall effect. So it must have been 5 years. So let's just say payoff really is about $150,000. Resale value on this right now is about $350,000. I think that's a safe number, 3-bedroom, 2-bath with updating. So now, so basically there's about $200,000 in trap equity, or we could get basically, in gross, rent around, let's see, so I'm doing my math. So 2,400 plus 20, or sorry, yeah, so let's say 2,400, so that's 24,000 plus roughly just under $30,000 a year in rent. But that's not net, that's gross, and that's hoping that everything goes really well with the tenant, that there's no problems, how long does it sit vacant, all these other things. I think for the rehab budget, I'm estimating to flip it, to sell it and put it on the market. We're looking at realistically, I'd say maximum $40,000. What we were thinking is a $200,000, we would have really about $160,000 net. Around the same, honestly, for getting it to our standards, maybe a little bit less. Maybe we're looking at $30,000, $35,000 to get it up in standard for a rental grade. Because once again, we're going to do a little bit more. We try to make our units even better than the last time we did them. We're trying to always improve. I mean, it's been 10 years. It needs some more updating. But some of the bigger stuff, like the boiler's good, the roof is all done. So the question is now, do we get a decent cash flow because we have a great rate that's fixed for 30 years? So we'll probably cash flow once it's all rented. My guess is we'll net probably about $600 a month, $700 a month, and that's so that's a decent return on the $30,000 to $35,000 investment. But we've also pulled out a lot of money over the years, so we've really kind of gotten a lot of that back anyway. Or do we walk away with $160,000? And what I would do then is take that $160,000 and basically do a 1031 exchange. So what that is, that's basically putting all the proceeds from the sale into basically defer the capital gains into another property, something of equal or greater value, essentially, for the sale price. And we've been buying a lot more industrial. We've been buying other, car washes and all these other things. And generally, we're seeing a higher return on that capital. So I would guess, and I guess I don't want to sit down and talk to Kevin about this, but my guess is taking that 160 and buying, putting it basically a 20 or 25% down on a commercial property. We could probably get something that's 800 or so thousand, in value. So an $800,000 property. That's generally going to be a multifamily, or that could easily be a small industrial building. Or maybe we partner with someone and do what's called a TIC. So we're doing a tenants in common with our 1031. That's kind of going to be the big decision. I don't know which way I'm going. I'd love to hear you guys what your thoughts are in the comments below. Which way we should go. Honestly, I could go either way. We love the long-term hold. Maybe in another 5 or 10 years, we'll do another refinance and pull more money out. That could easily be a great strategy, especially if rates come, get into a decent, spot where it makes sense again. But I could also definitely upgrade. The problem is if I do upgrade, we're not looking at, we're not going to get another fixed rate. We're going to probably get, right now we're seeing 6.5, 6.75, probably fixed for 5. It would be a commercial loan, and it's probably going to be amortized over 25 years. My guess is from a cash flow perspective, we could probably see something. So if we're making maybe net cash on this of $600 a month, I pretty confidently that we could get something that would cash flow probably double. So do we take that and double our cash flow, but know that in about 5 years, we're going to have to refinance or something like that. So if rates go higher, then we're looking at, even less cash flow. Or do we just keep it and, get it, get in, get out here, rent it out, and, refinance in a few years. All right, well, leave a comment below what you think we should do. I'd like to know, and I'm going to have sit down with Kevin, run numbers, and make a decision. But I hope this was insightful or, educational at all. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe, and we will see you guys on the next video. Thanks a lot for joining.